The harmattan that year came early, sweeping through Umueke like an old woman's sigh. Dry, persistent, and heavy with memory, dust clung to every leaf and lingered on every rooftop. But in Adanma's mother's compound, the scent of roasted corn still found its way through the air. It was 1993, the kind of year that divided lives into before and after. Adanma stood by the clay fence, her hands stained with cassava paste, eyes fixed on the red road that curved into the heart of the village. She was 19, old enough for whispers to follow her like shadows, young enough to still blush when they did. The women at the stream often said she carried her father's pride and her mother's patience. But love, they warned, was a different kind of fire. She didn't hear the man approaching until the hum of his bicycle broke through her thoughts. Ubi, tall and sun-browned, with laughter tucked in his voice, slowed to a stop before her gate. His shirt was white once, but now the color of dust and miles. "Adanma," he greeted, smiling like the day itself owed him light. "Your mother sent word that she needed palm oil. I was passing by the market and thought—" "You thought you'd bring it yourself," she finished, wiping her hands on her wrapper. "My mother will thank you." He nodded, but his gaze lingered longer than it should. Between them silence ripened, soft, uneasy, and full of what neither could name. In those days, love was not spoken loudly in Umueke. It was carried in glances at the stream, in shared calabashes of palm wine, in the quiet rebellion of waiting a little too long at a gate. Adanma knew that, and yet something in Obi's gaze made her forget. When her mother, Mama Nena, appeared from the backyard, her eyes immediately took stock of everything. The basket of cassava, the strange stillness between her daughter and the young man, the small tremor in Adanma's voice as she greeted. Mama Nena was a woman whose respect in the village came not from wealth, but from the way she carried herself. Head high, words measured, heart guarded. "Obi, my son," she said, her tone calm but not careless. "Ezigbo and Wai, thank you for helping. Leave the oil by the kitchen. Adanma, come inside." Her daughter followed, heart thudding like the pestle in the mortar. Inside, the air smelled of smoke and dried pepper. Mama Nena turned slowly, her wrapper tied firm across her chest. "You think I don't see?" she began, her voice neither angry nor soft. "I was your age once. But remember this. Love is sweet until it asks you to forget who you are." Adanma lowered her eyes. "Mama, I only spoke to him." "And he only looked," her mother replied. "That's how it begins. Respect yourself before love teaches you shame." Her words landed heavy, the kind that lived long after they were spoken. Outside, Obi's bicycle bell rang faintly as he rode away, and Adanma wondered if every girl who ever loved had felt this tug, between duty and desire, between her mother's voice and her own heart. That night, as the moon rose pale over the thatched roofs, Adanma lay awake listening to the faint hum of distant drums. Somewhere, a wedding song floated through the wind, full of laughter and promise. She smiled at first, then felt the sting of longing. She wanted to be seen, not just as her mother's daughter, not just as a name whispered at the stream, but as a woman whose heart beat for something beyond chores and expectations. But in Umueke, every choice had a price. When dawn came, she rose early, tying her scarf before the first rooster crowed. Her mother was already at the hearth, stirring soup with steady rhythm. "You're up early," Mama Nena said without looking up. "Yes, Mama. I want to go to the stream before others come." Her mother nodded. "Go, but remember, no path you walk alone stays secret for long." Adanma smiled faintly. She knew the warning hid concern, not cruelty. Still, as she stepped out into the morning light, she couldn't help but feel her heart rise like the mist above the river. Down at the stream, the world was softer. Birds called lazily, and the water shimmered like melted glass. She bent to fill her calabash and froze. Across the bank, Obi stood, holding a fishing net, pretending not to watch her. He grinned. "You came early today." She laughed despite herself. "And you, fisherman, what are you catching at this hour?" "Maybe a smile," he said. She looked away, but her smile betrayed her. For a moment, the world forgot to judge. To be continued. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for part 2.